Hi everyone, welcome back. Exciting day today, for me anyway. I'm going to switch into a personal size planner. Now I'll just grab my current situation, which is these two A5 notebooks. So I have this as my bullet journal, and the other one is notes that I carry around with me everywhere. And we are working from home some days, in the office some days, and I'm carrying this around and it's turning out to be pretty heavy, these two notebooks together. So, and I miss the rings. I love it. I really love the bullet journal thing, and I might try and bullet journal in here sometimes, but I think I'm going to give these a miss for May at least, and see how we go. And I was deciding between these two planners. This is the Kiki K There She Is Zip Around Planner and the Thrive Pink Lavender, both personal size planners. Now, you can see actually that this is a little taller. There she is. If I put them together, you can see it's quite a bit taller in fact. And it is a little bit wider as well, although just the tiniest amount this way. And it's very sturdy, like it's quite solid feeling, and that's because there's stuff in there, I guess, as well. But it has the zip around, which is actually one of the benefits I see of this planner in a way. I mean, there's two sides to that, isn't it? People love it or hate it. And I quite like it when it's a very busy on the go kind of planner in a way, because I can just chuck it in my handbag and not be worried about things falling out. But I can't decorate so much, and also it doesn't lay flat. So if I open this little guy up, actually not quite sure what's in here. Oh yes, that's of course. So it just won't stay open ever. And I'm the kind of person who really needs my planner open on my desk at work in order for me to use it. Now, this is gorgeous, and I really actually thought I would take this one, just mainly because of the colours. You know, we're in autumn here in Australia, and I thought these colours, this dark burgundy maroon kind of red, would be really nice. And also it's pretty well set up already. I wouldn't have to do too much to it, I don't think. But won't stay open. Love it, but won't stay open. Plus, it's not pink. So I think I put a poll up on Instagram. Actually, let's see how it went. I put a poll up on Instagram to see what people thought I should do, which one I should choose. And okay, here we go. Help me choose. And we are at 66% for the Thrive Pink Lavender and 34% for the There She Is. Now, I actually thought it would be a lot more towards the Thrive Pink Lavender. We have a look at the numbers. You'll see 45 votes for the Thrive Pink Lavender and 23 for the There She Is. So, yeah, interesting. I think people know that I like the pink, and this is my all-time favorite planner, like 100% favorite. I'm just looking at my others to be sure. Oh, sorry, the Met You planner as well. But this one is, the pink is just my pink. It's the perfect pink. And the shades of pink in it. It's got the gold flecks. It really, for me, is just a stunning planner. So that's what I'm going to set up today. Now, there's not much in here. I did some Cocoa Daisy subscription box back in the day. This was in 2017, I think. So I've just popped those in there just to house them somewhere. So I'll take them out. I have the page lifter that came in one of the Planner Lover boxes in the old Planner Lover kits in the old days. Now this is quite cute. I like this Monday through Sunday kind of rainbow weekly layout, and on the back are notes. So you could almost use this as like a Hobonichi style thing with the weeks on one side and note page on the other. I would prefer them to be reversed personally, because I can easily write my planner on this side, but I can't write on this side with the rings in the way. And then the next section that it came with is the proper weekly spread. So I should have left it in the planner to show you this. So I think I've done a walkthrough of this kit in 2017, but so weekly spread, and then a grid page, a square grid page and a dot grid page, and then it continues. And it's quite cute. It's fully decorated, and that's why I stopped using, one of the reasons I stopped going with Cocoa Daisy was because it's so pre-decorated. There was nothing for me to do. There's no creativity left for me, in a way. Here's the daily to-do, which actually I thought might be useful as well. So there's a schedule at the top, and then the to-do list. We have a hydration across the bottom. And that's kind of how I work anyway, is meetings and a to-do list. So that could be helpful, and I don't want to decorate dailies anyway, so I'm keeping this out in case I decide to use them in the daily section of the planner. But I think I'll remove these for the moment because they're a bit too decorated for me. Also in here is the little pocket, zipper pocket that came with, I think it came with this. I'm not certain now actually. And I've just got some business cards in there. I have a Create a Life You Love pen in here, and then this is the notebook that came in the back of the planner. I often just scribble on that if I'm, even often when I'm setting up my next week, I'll use this paper to do that. So rings are original and spectacular, so that's good. And in the back here I've just got a sheet of acetate, and you know that I use that to protect the fabric so that it doesn't get marked by the rings. I do this in almost every planner. This is just acetate from Spotlight. I quite like the stars. I'll probably keep that in here, I think. That's the plan at the moment. So I thought what I would do is give this a little clean with you as well, so you can see how I take care of my planners. They're all doing really well. This one is known for this scuffed boot at the top here. I think Arabea, hers has rubbed all the way off even. And then the lipstick here is starting to wear a little. But other than that, this planner is still perfect. And like I said, it's very sturdy, and that makes it feel compact in a way. Even though it's bigger than this one, it kind of has that compact feel because it's so sturdy. It's really stiff here. It must have, and because it won't lay flat, it must have quite a thick piece of cardboard in here, I suspect. So this beauty, of course, is the one I'm going to go with. So I'm going to grab my bits and pieces that I need to clean it with because I've just decided to do that. And I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so I'll start with the inside, I think. I've just got a dry cloth here, just a tea towel actually off my sink. I'm just going to give it a quick kind of dust because it does have a few little bits and pieces in there. And actually it's pretty clean overall. But what I also got is just a face washer that I've put a little bit of, it's just water and a little bit of dish soap on. And I'm just going to go around the edge of the planner because that's come off straight away. That's where there's just some marks where some dust has settled over time. And then I just like to move my finger kind of around the face washer so that I don't just end up moving dirt around the planner. You can just see I've wet the edges a little bit there, but it's not too much. And I'm only going to do the edges. I'm not going to go into the middle at all in here because that's all clean. There's a bit of dust there. Not sure what that is, but it's going to cover up with the notebook anyway. And just a little bit of a wipe up here as well. Not too much. Just by the rings often gets dusty. Probably not that side because I had the acetate there, but I'll just give it a wipe anyway. Okay, so I'll just let that dry, and while I do that I will clean the outside. And it's pretty good. I can just see a mark here. Hopefully that will come off. So I have here with me a dry washcloth, and what I use is this Taina Xanilin Quality Conditioner and Cleaner. It's a water repellent as well. It's a leather cleaner that I get from, I'm just seeing it's made in West Melbourne, which is where I live. That's quite interesting. It's a leather cleaner that I get from like the shoe repair places, you know, and they kind of fix leather goods and stuff like that. So I just put a decent amount onto the cloth and squish it around a little bit, and then make sure that my fingers are on that part, and I just go over the planner with it. Now, not too hard. They do recommend not using a cleaner like this on like a painted leather, and especially with the gold flecks. So I try to avoid the gold flecks pretty much, but I do tend to give it a wipe over just to make sure I get everything. Now that's pretty much off. That orangey, I think that's makeup, most likely it's foundation. So that's come off pretty well. There's a tiny little bit left. And this face washer and probably the planner are quite dry because I haven't done this in ages. But like I said, I absolutely adore this planner. So mainly where the areas where it isn't dirty, I'm really just doing the waterproofing thing with this cleaner and conditioning, just so that it stays nice and soft and supple. I'm just going to work this bit here a little bit more because that's where that foundation was. I've probably held it against my face at some point, walking from one meeting to another or something. That's pretty good. Oh, I love this thing. Alright, I'm just going to turn it over and do the inside leather as well. Just give this strap a little bit of a coating. And I'll get a little more on here as well. I'm nearly out actually. I couldn't find my cleaner. It was packed in a box. Finally did a little bit more unpacking. But I'm just going to do this side, not that there's much to do on here anyway. This tends to stay fairly clean. Down my edge. And I just like to do the edge of the inside as well, because that's where your hands often touch the planner. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. And once it's all been covered, you just choose a different part of the cloth, or a different cloth if you want to. So this is completely dry now, and you're basically just buffing it off again. So we just put it on and then kind of polish it off. And that makes sure that your planner stays nice and supple and clean and gorgeous and pink. All the things that I like in a planner. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. It probably needs a little bit more time to dry up there, but that's okay. That'll just dry as I'm setting up. So what I thought I would do with you today as well, of course, is set this up. And I've spent half my day prepping some bits and pieces for the planner. So the question I'm asking myself is whether I'm going to put this back in, or I've got some other ones here that I bought ages ago, and probably, so you can see green spots, blue lines, yellow lines and white spots. The white spots would be the one that I use. The only thing being that this is the zip, not the zip, it's the press one, and I find these pretty difficult to open, although that was quite easy. I think I will. This little zip, while I much prefer it to open and close the planner, it does kind of stick up and it can kind of press into my inserts. So I think I'll just throw these business cards. These are super thick. They're from moo.com, and 2 versions of my logo just for a bit of fun. And they are super thick. So I will pop them in there, and then, oh, that snaps quite well. There was a set of these that they made that were really easy to use, and then they went into some really difficult ones. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Okay, so the reason I start with that is because I like to put it in the back of the planner, of course, but it sort of helps with that page lifter thing at the back as well. I don't think I'm going to put the green page lifter in because it's green. It doesn't really go with what's going on here. Alright, so what I've spent my day doing, super exciting, is making a series of dividers. So let me show you what I have, and these are actually my photographs. So I did a little photo challenge. I did the same thing myself a couple of years ago, but my photography group came out with this challenge just recently, and it's to photograph objects through refracted light. So this is like my craziest one, and if you can see the little spots there, the spots are M&Ms in the background. So I'm just wondering whether this is M&Ms or it's my felt placemat. I think this actually is my felt placemat, and they might all be. The concept is you put a bowl of M&Ms on the floor and a piece of glass with some repellent on it, water repellent on it, so just an anti-fog cleaner, and then you spray water on it, and then you photograph the droplets, and it magnifies the thing that's underneath. And I used a felt ball placemat. I didn't quite do it properly, and that's almost on purpose, but also because my eyesight's pretty poor. I really love the effects that it came out with, though, instead of the what they were looking for. And actually I was trying to get a specific shot, and this is the shot that I wanted. This is just a cropped piece of the shot, but the shot itself is much bigger, and I want to put that on the wall. I really love that look, that watercolor kind of look that I've got from simply blurring out the felt ball placemat in the background. And then this is like super blurry on purpose because I wanted to really just get that watercolor effect of the pastels. So I've printed these today just on white paper. I didn't put anything on the back, and I'll deal with the back another time if I want to. I don't really care about the back so much. I have laminated them with a matte laminating pouch. I kind of thought glossy would be better for this, but I really was happy with the way that matte turned out. It really just kind of makes the photo just the photo rather than it being some shiny thing. And I don't know if you can see, but here in the corner I've put my Maypaper Co. Label. It says notes. Very small and minimal. It's in white. And this one is the hardest one to see it on. But I'll just show you all of them. So we have, I'll show you from the top. So we're starting with inbox, monthly, weekly, daily, and notes. So what I've done though is taken that a little step further. So I haven't actually tried these in the planner. I just finished making them. They're still warm actually. So if we close up the planner, I wanted to have them go quite close to the pen loop, if you like, because I wanted them to be very sort of separate from the pages when the pages go in. So we'll see how that works. We'll find out together. So what I've also made is some vellum overlays. Now what I considered doing was putting the, look at that foil, putting the foil labels, actually printing them on the photo. So I tried that, and actually it worked really, really well, but I wasn't sure if it's really what I wanted, and I don't quite know why. I think because when you laminate over the foil, the shininess really disappears, and I didn't think I could laminate on top of the foil on top of the laminate. I haven't tried that. Maybe I should try that one day. So anyway, what I did instead was made some vellum, and put the words for each section on the bottom of the vellum in pink, a pale pink foil, which I think is really pretty. And when it goes over this watercolor picture, I think that looks really nice. Let's see how that shines there. So I'm super happy with that. So I'm just going to put them all in to show you. So my monthly one, so pretty. And you can see I've made the tabs the full length, so I haven't had to cut around each one. I think that's a nice little hack to not, you know, create just the tab just there, because that can be quite difficult to cut. And you know, this I think is nice to show you the full length of the picture as well. In our daily section, so I make all of this in InDesign. I use InDesign a lot for work when I'm making my marketing graphics and campaigns, all sorts of things. So it's pretty simple for me to use. I'm very used to it, and it's nice and, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's nice and simple, and gives me exactly what I want. Okay, so that's my sections. So this is purely for, well, it's going to be my one planner. I'm not going to have another planner. I contemplated carrying my little pocket as well, but I think I'm not. I think I'm going to stick with just this planner, at least for now. Now, how cute is this? This is a freebie from the Planner Spot. You can just go to this plannerspot.com, and it's her first Friday freebies. It was just black. I don't think I've got a piece of the offcut here. Just black printing, and I foiled it with the same pink vellum. So I thought this could potentially go on the front here. It could also go behind the rings here. That's an option. But I thought I might pop it here as like a little dashboard. And I've also made, so if you've seen my videos for setting up planners before, then you know that when I foil something, I like to take the negative, if you like, of the foil and do something with it. So I've just taken that pink and, you know, this is where the transfer has happened onto the paper. I've just laminated this with the matte laminating pouch, and I've punched it, and I've also put slits in it, so it can become my weekly or daily, probably my weekly, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a bookmark. So it'll pop out of the planner like that. Super cute. And then I'll use some other clips for marking my daily or whatever as well. So I thought what I would use these sections for, some of them are self-explanatory of course, but I have this little note where I was planning my planners, and I will get it open so I can sort of take you through my thoughts. What I really wanted, in fact, let's write it down. New pen today as well. I went to Officeworks and picked up this Staedtler pigment liner in a 0.1, and I tested it out in store, and it was very, very cool. So this was the original concept, and I really went over and over how I would do this. An inbox section I just want to have as a place to throw things. You know, if I just need to put in some notes that I've taken from another planner, or I just want to scribble something down really quick that I will deal with later, then I want to put that in the front section. I haven't had an inbox before, and I think it's a good idea. I could also use it for like all the things. If I just want to sit down and write out a list of everything that's happening, everything that's in my head, just to get it out, I can put that in the inbox section, because it will eventually move to some other part of the planner. The idea of an inbox being that it's a file, a quick file that you then can file into the appropriate sections later. So I was contemplating whether to have a monthly section at all, and I often find myself not really going back to the monthly so much, but I always force myself to come back and use it. So I thought I might do this monthly a little differently, and I'll take you through that when I get to setting up that section. But and I'll come back to the monthly in a sec. The weekly is probably my it's my organization section. It's how I stay organized. By planning my week on a Sunday, I can map out everything that I've got to do for the week. It sets it in my brain. I can see it at a glance, and it really helps me to make sure I know what I'm doing for the week. And it kind of gives me, you know, if you think about it beforehand, you've already considered it and you've given it a day or whatever day you're going to do it on. You know, you've mapped out a schedule for it. I think that really sets you up for a good organized week. Of course, your plans can get thrown out the window completely by someone else at some point, but I love that grounding feeling of setting up the planner on the weekend for the week ahead. Now, I don't normally have a daily section. This is new, but and then I'm kind of going to meld all these into one. As you can see, I've only got daily. I don't have meeting or note or my plan. So one of the problems I have in my notebook that I card around to meetings is I don't really date it very well. I don't finish a page and then start a new page. I just keep writing. So if I'm up to sort of here and the next meeting, I'll just go again, and I won't date it, I won't subject it or anything. So I feel like if I have a section for dailies and I just have that daily section, then that daily page, then I think that will help me really organize my days better. Now, there's two ways that I'm thinking about doing this. Whether I just have a daily, I think I can find one here. I've got all my bits and pieces. Actually, let's look at the one from Coco Daisy. So I could have this one in there that is my schedule for the day, and then a to-do list that I think of for the day, and then I can mark my hydration because you know I'm bad with that. There's nothing on the next page. So what I could do is ignore this front page, have it, oh, sorry, there is on the back. This has a call or email and a notes or ideas. So that's actually pretty cool. That's kind of got a bit of a summary of what your day could be. And I would actually have it like this because I hate having things spread over 2 pages or more. So that's an idea of using it like that. I'm probably going to use blank paper. Looking at this, I think this would not work for me. What I could do, take your page out of your planner, sort out your to-dos for the day on this page, and then on the other facing page is where I would then map out my meetings and notes. So I was going to have a section for meetings and a section for notes, and I thought, well, I take notes in meetings and they're on the days that I have the meetings, so why not combine all these 3 together in one section? Because I think otherwise, and I've had it before set up a little bit like this, I just kind of lose my place. I lose myself. I don't know where I'm at. So I think this, I hope you guys don't mind me rambling about this. I think it's interesting, but I hope it is. I think by doing it this way, it's going to help me kind of compact everything into one spot. I'm not sure. I'm going to give it a go and see how it works. Now, the last section is the My Plan, and that's a work goals thing. So at work we have, it's a program called My Plan where the company's strategic goals are mapped out and given to the executive team. So in our team is the business and market development team. So we get given goals that are based around sales and marketing, and then from there mine is primarily marketing side, communications, public relations. So then I have specific like KPIs or targets that I have to meet, and then in that My Plan we then map out how we're going to meet those targets, so what actions and tasks we're going to do. It's actually a really cool program, especially if you are someone who likes to make lists and set goals. It works really well. So I was quite keen to have that as a separate section, and I do have it as a separate section in my A5 planner, I think. But then I thought, how about I use this to help me with my monthly section? So I thought I could pop it in the monthly section and use it to map out the tasks monthly, because I do fall apart in this sometimes, because you know, things pop up and take precedent and you kind of forget what you were supposed to be doing that month sometimes, not always, but you can kind of lose track a little, I think. So I wondered if having it in my monthly section, and I can just make my monthly section whatever I want, you know, I bullet journal all the time. If I am setting up a ring planner, I usually set my own grid paper and just make up what I want. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem setting it out in my monthly. So that's kind of the thoughts behind why I ended up with just 5 sections instead of these 7 sections that I had thought of here. I think that'll be much easier to manage. Okay, so that's the reason behind everything. Let's pop this in. I wondered if I could turn it around because I've got this torn bit here. It's going to pop out the top though and annoy me. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that will really help organize my time a little better. I don't think I want to mess up both sides of this acetate, so I'm just going to put it in with the torn piece here. I think what's happened is it's come out while sitting on a shelf and has just kind of melded itself into place in that messed up fashion. So I might flatten it under a book or something later. We'll see how we go. Alright, so I have not thought about the pockets at all, and it's a work planner, so I'm not sure if I want to go too crazy on the pockets. That's something that kind of often stops me from opening my planner. I mean, it's already pretty as is, but we'll see. What I do have here is a pile of stuff that I've collected just in case I might want to use it. I have these May Paper Co. memo sticky notes and my May Paper Co. note to self. I like these because they're kind of book shaped rather than flip off. I have the also May Paper Co. Calendars. So I was tempted to use those in my monthly section, and I might. And I have these transparent sticky notes as well, which I have never used and I'm desperate to use. What I think I might use instead for the monthlies are these ones from Kiki K. So I'm thinking that will just sit on, let me find a piece of the normal old Kiki K page. And I thought, let's see if it'll fit. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. I'd have to punch it if I did. Oh, that's annoying. I was hoping that would fit on there perfectly. I'm off camera, off frame, aren't I? Sorry. Let's actually zoom back out again a little. Yeah, so it doesn't quite fit on a page. I mean, it does, but I'll have to punch it, and I'm not sure I really want to punch it. So instead, what I might use are these. These normally go in my B6 planner. Just, I pop them on the pocket, and actually that's what I was kind of considering doing. I was going to use this one in here, and then this is just the perfect colour, and just clip it onto here. That's what I really want to do, so we'll have to think about that. I wonder if I could fold it. No, I don't want to fold it. So we're up to May. I could simply punch it in, just punch it like that without the page behind it. So it would just sort of punch here. Even then it's a little tall. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to decide this by the end of this video, so if you have any ideas, if I haven't decided by the end of the video and you have any ideas, please, if I can incorporate these somehow, let me know, because I really want to. Okay, so I have this weekly vertical undated insert, a TN insert from May Paper Co. as well, from the Advent calendar. And I did consider having this to pop into here in case I wanted to use this to take to meetings. But I really want to just take this. I want this with me at all times. I need to get back into the habit of having the planner like an extension of my arm. So I think that's the plan. Now, don't pay attention to this incorrect spelling. I didn't make this. This was made by the people at work. We are running Mindfulness May, so I thought I would print out the calendar. So yesterday was Friday the 1st. It says write a letter about what you would like to get out of the month. Saturday today is stop to just watch the sky or clouds for 10 minutes today. I haven't done that yet, and it is almost 5 p.m. The clouds are right there outside my window. It's just very rainy day today, but I haven't just taken the time to just sit and look. So I wouldn't mind doing that at some point. And then Sunday is have a go at a mandala and letting your mind drift. And I have wanted to always try to draw a mandala. So, you know, anyway, this is, I'm getting off track. I thought this was a great idea. I'm really keen to get involved. And this is a work planner, you know, it's everything. So I thought I would just punch this into here. That will fit. This is just 4x6 photo paper. So even if I was to chop off the top, I wouldn't care. I might wash it maybe even and just pop that in there. I don't really need the Monday to Sunday so much because I've got the dates, 1, 2, 3 there. So that could also go in my monthly section. So that's an option. Okay, and then I have this little notebook that came with the Met You planner. You know, it's the one that sits in here. I have contemplated being so simple and just having that in there this time, just to, you know, I want to try to keep the pockets less crazy. I'm almost always, you know, full of stuff in the pockets. So let's just organize this a little bit. All right, so I have this pencil case that my best friend gave me. Thanks, Moana. And it has my name on it, as you can see. And I just have it stuffed full of stuff that I want to go through and potentially use in various spreads. A lot of stickers that I've picked up and haven't put away yet. I was lucky enough to get a bunch of Oops pieces from Denise at Luscious Labels. So all of those sit in here. And I pop them in spreads as I go. So I have this with me whenever I'm planning, because it does have bits and pieces in it that I might like to use. So I've got lots of little tiny stickers here, little trackers and asterisks from Denise and things like that. These Halloween hearts I love. I've got some bits and pieces from, those are from Kiki K Advent Calendar. That's kind of Christmassy. And then just bits that my friend Sho was giving away. And then I've got some little Raphael samplers. I often keep my samplers in here. Here's some of Denise's samplers. I'm using them all up. Look at this, so cute. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all the stickers, but there are some other things besides stickers in here. And some of them I may just put in the planner, like in the back pocket there, just because sometimes we'll need stuff like this. Now these are Oops stickers, I believe. Let's see what's wrong with them. That's perfect. Okay, so one thing I need to remember is to not start on this side, because often I have them sticking out the side of my pockets, and if those are all missing, then it's not so cute. Okay, so I've got these Natty Planning ones, these gifts, these flags. And then I have some other bits and pieces in here. So I have some vinyl die cuts from, I think, Melly Max. This is also from Melly Max. Give me coffee, my planner and stickers, and I can do anything. Colours don't really match this planner, so I'm not going to use that. That's a free printable from Coco Daisy. This is beautiful. This is a little watercolor drawing that Ash from Plum Ashmore did for me. Just on some watercolor paper. She is so cool. I really love this, and I keep it with my stash because it's actually with this little pile of pocket planner stuff that I'm going to do a new pocket planner setup. Here's a sneak peek as to what it looks like. So yes, I put it with this because I do want to put it in my pocket planner. And I was actually making my pocket planner the day that she gave it to me. So I'll just move this pocket stuff to the side since we're not doing a pocket setup today. I have this Coffee Please sticker from Live, Love and Craft. A little Perfectly Imperfect from Kiki K, and this card, this is a birthday card, You Are a Little Ray of Sunshine, from Kiki K years ago. I want to use it in a planner, but I just can't really see where. So again, if you have any ideas on where I could use this, what I used to do actually is put it in here. So it was just a cute little extra thing in the pocket, and in fact I could have two pockets, couldn't I? One with cute decorative things. So it just sits there and looks cute at the back. Okay, we'll leave it there. That's a good idea. Well done. This little bookmark I made for my TN. This little die cut from Planners Anonymous. Oh, that's my friend's phone number. I have a couple of birthday cards in here. They are all designed for certain people, and I bought this one in particular for my friend Tony. I bought that years ago and I still haven't given it to him. And this one I want to use in the planner if I can. I don't know if I can because it's a bit big, but I just think it's adorable. It's a gorgeous typewriter, and it is just narrow enough that it would fit. It would poke out, but it would fit. Maybe I should laminate it. It does open like a proper card. And then the envelope, as you can see, is really nice as well. So you could also laminate that and use it in the back to put things in. The colour is just kind of perfect. Let's see, if I was to pop that in, I think it would sit okay. Alright, that's the next project then, is potentially laminating this. I don't know if I should laminate this because then I won't be able to use it, but I don't know if I really want to use it. I think I just want to have it as a decoration in the planner. See, this is my quandary. This is why it lives in this pencil case, because I'm just not sure what to do with it. I'll put it back in the plastic because I want to protect it. I have these stickers from Twinkle the Unicorn. I always forget that I have them. There's a couple of cute die cuts in here as well. Yeah, I always forget that I have them, so I put them in here to help me remember. I have these are rub-ons from GP Studio. Love this colour scheme, kind of goes nicely with this planner. But I've just been afraid of using them in case I hurt them. I might muck it up. So yeah, I just have them in here because I might use them one day. I have these little enamel hearts and stars, and these little Amy Tangerine hearts, which I use to decorate my little Lots of Style Shop rubbish bin. And then I have these much thinner, but they still are like a little raised enamel. And I love the colours, these grey, black and white, kind of very nice. And then here I have a ton of die cuts, so I might, as I go through them, separate them into ones that I might put in this planner. Oh, this is my Mikey card cover from Closet Planner Addict. Actually, I will keep it in here, then I know where it is. I got this at Kiki K. She was just, the girl behind the counter was just handing these out to a couple of us when we visited. Actually, it was when the Planner Insiders visited the Port Melbourne store after we went and met the team at Kiki K. That was pretty cool. And I have these stickers from, it's now called Hop to It. These little llamas, so cute. And I have a couple of these Being Fabulous is Exhausting sticky notes, which will go in the planner. Okay, so I think I don't want those. That's the plan. So actually I think we can very easily set this up. I'm thinking I want to put my Kate Spade little peonies in there. Maybe I'm not going to use this notebook. I'm not going to use the notebook. This little Hello Lovely can just sit here perhaps, or even here. And I always like to have a primrose with me at some point, so maybe I could just clip her. One thing I love about this planner as opposed to the other one I was thinking of using is that it's gold, so I can use all the gold things. Oh my goodness, how is this? There we go. I have ampersands. This, probably use this, I suspect. I've got my little unicorn from Simply Danny. I've got these little clips as well. So, like I said, I don't want to go nuts in here. I just want to have some things that I can access if I want to. Okay, so I've just tidied things up a little bit, not much, but a little bit. And I'm thinking, I have in my bullet journal, I have this You Are a Superstar card from Kiki K. I'm thinking I might use that instead. Just put her behind Primrose. Because I think that's a reminder we always need at work that we are pretty cool at what we do. And the other thing that I have in here is just this bit of card. I'm wondering if it's better than the... No, actually I like the flowers. And I like that you can take that out and it says Hello Lovely underneath. Okay, I think I'll just show you what's in here. I've just taken the You Are a Superstar out. And I have this little paper clip from Simply Danny, which I'm half tempted to move over into here. If I did, it could potentially sit there. Like I said, I don't want to go too nuts in here, but I might put this ampersand just on the pocket so that if I want to clip something in there, like for example the month of May, I could do so. Do I want to do that? If I did, I might clip it further up so that it's a bit more secure. Maybe I don't need Primrose in here in that case. What happens if I take her out? Just wondering if I was to just put this in the center instead. We can geo, and in that case I might not even need, this might just be excessive as well. Oh, that makes a difference. Oh, I much prefer, I think this green was too much. Oh, I like that. Okay, much more minimal. Yeah, I know it's not a lot like it normally is for me, but I don't even know if I want this here. I'm thinking I could potentially put a piece of card. I wonder if this would go there instead. The bow is cute. Peonies. I could take both sets of peonies. That seems a bit more like me. Much more subtle. I mean, I love how the subtleness of the peonies and then the You Are a Superstar with what's her face. Perfect. Okay, I think I might leave it at that. I think that will work very nicely. Okay, so let's get into the actual planner then. So here's how we open up with the inbox. And then in this section, I just want to put note paper. So let me show you what I have here. Let's put the planner here. I have with me this pile of personal planner inserts that I've had for ages. I've collected off various planners. The first one is, actually it was a monthly, Believe in Yourself and the Rest is Easy. It was a monthly, and it was one that I'd used, so I've just covered it on the back with one of the weekly pages, and it could just go into the weekly section. I think it was a weekly actually. Yes, it was a weekly, sorry. So then this is the weekly section that I have already laid out. So I've got those. I've got just plain pink note paper. And then I've got the daily sections as well. So I could use that for my scribble. That's a possibility. I also have these 2 sets of dot grid paper from, I think, Aussie Planner Chick. She has excellent paper. So I've got those, but I think I want to use those for more permanent kind of stuff like weeklies or monthlies or whatever. I have the Kiki K paper. So this is grid and lined. Got a ton of that. And then I've got like the front of the inserts, which is the monthly section. So I think I'm not going to use this type of a monthly. I think I don't want to go through the hassle of drawing up a month, you know, dating it all each month. So potentially not going to use those. My friend Christine sent me these grey ones that are quite similar to the pink ones. They're the same as the pink ones, but they're grey with white spots. So I have those for weeklies as well. And then I have this pile of to-do paper, and then meeting notes paper, and then just normal subject and date paper. Now if you can see at the top there, maybe, I'm not sure if we can, the difference in colour, you can see that these two are 2 different colours of Kiki K paper. Or actually I think it's just discoloured on the top because I've had it sitting somewhere. So I'm going to put the discoloured ones to the side, but I mean, it's not that dramatic. I will use them if I need to. So I'm going to put this scribble paper in the inbox section. So then I move to the monthly. And in here, I think I want to put my grid paper. Because I'm going to do something. I don't know what now because of my situation with those calendars not working. I'm just going to take it all out, I think, and use it all. So my plan in here, I might put all this aside because I just want to get those calendars again. My plan here, as I said, was to put in these little Kiki K adhesive calendars. But I don't know. What if I take a January? Because it's 2020, it's past. Let's break it and see what happens. I'll just use one of these meeting notes scrap pages. Okay. So just imagine this is grid paper, not the meeting notes paper. Put that at the top there. Alright, is that such a problem really? And in fact, oh, it does come off. I'm just thinking I might put it on the other side. Maybe a new piece, hey? I might put it on this side because I like the idea of a, you know what I mean? A 2-page spread, if you like. So it would go in the planner. I'm gonna have to punch that again. Oh, a pain. Ignore the fact that it's peeling up because I took it off. So I'd have my monthly there. I could write any important notes or whatever at the bottom, and then map out my goals for the month on this side. That's a possibility, and it really doesn't matter having those little punches, does it? I think I might go with that because that helped me. That's what I want to try and what I really wanted to try and set up this month. So maybe I will do that on that grid paper. Alright, cool. I might not do it yet. I might do it when I do a proper setup. Alright, so moving on to the weekly. I think what I'm going to do for the weekly is use this pink weekly spread paper. Now what I want to do is not use this the first spread, so not use this page, so that I don't have to keep sticking this to it. So what I will do is just clip those together, and I'll grab one of my dangle clips that has a cute thingy on there. So then this is the first weekly spread, and I'll put my little weekly divider in there as well, just for fun. Okay, and then we hit our daily section. So this is where all of the notes are going to be. Now I have two options, and I could even do both of these options. I could put in these pages just to have a what's the word, you know, something that's sort of set in stone already, something that I can work on if I want to. Put that in here, and then also put this grid paper in, so that if I decided that this wasn't what I wanted for that particular day, then I can just switch over to the grid paper instead. I would just have to remember to date it and put it in the right section. Like move, if this was the 1st of May and then this page was the 2nd of May, I'd have to remember to move the 2nd of May to here, because I think otherwise I'm going to get really lost in the planner. Alright, I'll come back to that, I think. And then I have my notes section, and a couple of options here. I can use this pink paper, I can use this to-do paper, or I can use this lined paper here at the back. I think I might just, you know what, use this to-do. Do I want to use the to-do paper? I mean, just to use it up, because it's going to be a scribbled section, I think, anyway. So that could just go in the back there. Now, what I'm missing is a page lifter, so bear with me, I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so I have this page lifter that I made. It's also a pocket. I'll show you this bow can go in here. And it has the I'm more of a 53 highlighters in my bag type of prepared. So that's a printable from Make a Do a Mama, and I've just printed it on vellum and then made a little vellum pocket for here. And on the back I have this washi card. I think it's from Washi Gang. It says chill, it's only chaos. So I'm going to use that as my page lifter because it's also a handy little pocket. So that's that. Oh my goodness, I love these photos. Alright, so in my monthly section, I do want to put in this Mindfulness May activity tracker. So I just want to measure it, see if I can trim it at all. So I think I will trim it down. Okay, so I grabbed some washi as well. I'm just going to use this gold, pink with gold spots, and I didn't make it long enough. I'll just attach it to my tripod because I might use it again later. Oh my goodness, only just. Alright, so, oopsie. Oh, I don't think this is going to go well. You can't get washi off of photo paper too easily. Oh no, I've stuffed it. Okay, I'll have to print that again. Alright, so that'll be for another time. What an idiot. Okay, so instead, in our monthly section, let's attach the May monthly. So here it is. We are losing a light. I was planning on actually doing my May monthly setup and my weekly setup today as well. It looks like the day has gotten the better of me. Okay, so let's just stick this down and try and get it as close to the edges as I can. Oh, bless you, Gidget. Okay, that looks pretty cute. Okay, so what I might do on this side is just like make a May cover page. Nothing too dramatic, just maybe just hand letter May. And then I will have my calendar. It's tiny, so I don't know how much I'll actually be able to write in there, but I'll give it a go. It's a pretty busy month. And I think punching on that side is okay. I haven't really done anything, just a little bit of Sunday there, but that's okay. And then I'm going to map out the goals for the month on this side. I'm also going to track my analytics in here for social media for work, maybe even personal social media, and also the little review. I do a review. In fact, let me show you. I did do my April review, and what I really liked about it is that I could do it as I went. So I've just kind of written in things. I haven't done on what's worked. So yeah, it's quite cute. So I could even set this up for May as well. So I think I'm getting ahead of myself in this particular video because I wasn't going to do like the May setup in this video, but I kind of just wanted to see how that would fit in here, and I think it works quite nicely. I might even have a future log kind of page as well, like a year at a glance kind of thing. I don't think I'll put out the calendar, but what I might do is just write sort of January, February, well, June, July, August, and then leave space so I can just jot in big things that are happening in those months if I don't want to set up these individual monthly calendars, which I could always do that as well. Okay, right in the back is where my notebook should be. Here it is. So I'll just take this page off where we mapped out the planner. Sometimes I don't put the notebook back in, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't really feel complete until it's in here. Plus, I have an ulterior motive because I have this super cute card that's carried around from planner to planner to planner to planner. It was a free card that I got at the Finders Keepers markets when I bought a little notebook and like a birthday card or something. And this was the little freebie that she gave me. And it often just sits in the top of my planner like that and looks super cute. And then for the monthly, I did just want to put this little bow in. I don't know if I will keep the clips in. Just not sure what side I want to put it on. Often I clip it to the divider so that I can flip straight to that month. So maybe we'll try that. Hey, see how it works. All right. I was going to use my unicorn, but you know what? He's going to get lost if I take him to work, so I won't put him in there. And I'm going to be boring, I think, and use this pigment liner in here rather than a pretty pen. Not sure. Let's see what I have in my little, there she is, pencil case. I could use that one for now just to get a couple of pretty pictures. I have this pretty one too. I have 1,000 pens. I'm going to use this one because it matches my photos. Ignore the grossness around the bottom there. I'll have to clean that up. Okay, let's have a look at how she turned out. Let me close it up so that I can show you the top view with this super cute card with a really pretty pink ribbon, the bow, and then the little page marker that I made as well. Very, yeah, it is a little bit of weight to it, but not a lot. And on the bottom you can see all of the different inserts that I have in there. We have the super cute pen. I'll probably swap this out. I've just got to go and find one. And you'll see that in my next one when I do my May setup video. So let's have a final look through. Super minimal, but still pink. Does that make sense? Let's zoom us in a little bit. Just clear a little space around the edges. Okay, so you've just seen me do this, so I'm not really going to tell you in great detail what's in here. It is quite thick because I've just put full chunks of inserts in. I haven't kind of tried to minimize what's in here. I could take that out if I wanted to, I guess, but it's okay for now. Just my little peonies over here. I might double-side tape those to each other. I don't have any tape with me, although I do. I've got this piece from earlier, so I'm just going to double it over and just join these two together. Hope I don't hurt the die cut in doing so. There we go. My little "You Are a Superstar" reminder card here. This is a Kiki K self affirmation card. And my cute little Simply Danny envelope. I think that was a freebie actually from Danny, so thanks Danny, I love it, it's so cute. I don't think I even need this clip, so I'm going to take that out. So it really keeps this super minimal. Just my May Paper Co. cal. Sorry about that guys, I had far too much on the card and the camera and it kept dropping out. Alright, so I think this little view to an opening here is quite cute, but minimal, as I said. I've just kept it pink so that it kind of blends nicely, I think. Then we get to the colour when we move over to this side. You can see these gorgeous tabs. I'm really happy with the way those dividers turned out, and I love that I'm able to use some of my own photography in there as well, which is cool. This beautiful little piece of vellum that I printed from the planner spot and added this pale pink foil to, and then my quite simple and minimal little vellum covers for my inbox here over my first divider. And the back of here I've just got my little "Being Fabulous is Exhausting" sticky notes. So please ignore the paramedics going past. Okay, so the inbox section, just some rough paper, Kiki K, old, skinny, thin paper. Oops, then my monthly section, and that's over the photograph that I'm actually going to frame. Let me show you what the actual photo looks like. I hope you don't mind, but I'm just obsessed with this photo, so I have to show you it. I think it's gorgeous. Here it is here. There is kind of a darker version that I usually show on camera just because it's a bit easier to see. So it has that kind of watercolor effect that I've been able to get through photography of water, which is so cool. And I love how bright it is, it's really nice. I love these little labels as well from May Paper Co. They look really cute against the color. So I've got my May set up, ready to go. Yes, I will do that in a different video, of course. Let's leave that for now. And then my weekly, which is over this divider, which gets a little bit more water droplets that you can see in the photo. And then I have my Kiki K weekly Believe in Yourself and the Rest is Easy spreads, which I've got also my little planner spot vellum in here. We'll see how we go. I might switch back to grid paper and make my own weeklies. We'll see what happens, but for now I'll start with this. I used to use these, if you remember, and used leftovers from other kits from my A5 planner. I used the leftovers in here to make my weekly spreads, so I might do that again. We'll see. And then my daily section, we start to see a lot more water spots. And like I said, I've got two types of paper in here. I've got the Kiki K Daily, which is to do top priorities and water intake. And then I also have just plain grid paper from Aussie Planner Chick as well. So I've got two options for how I want to do the dailies. And then the last one is the notes section, and it is with the very, very busy, I call this photo confetti. It's full on water spots. So I've actually done this by spraying a lot of water and then kind of mixing the water together with my finger to make these larger droplets and photographing through that. So that is super good fun. And what's underneath, I think I mentioned, is a felt ball placemat. So you know the peach poms that you can get the clips for your planner? I have a placemat made out of those. It's about like 30 centimeters across, and it's just the little poms all over it. And I love that placemat, and I used it because I really wanted these pastel colors to come through. Anyway, that's my notes section. So here is where I can scribble. I'm often writing notes to myself just to remember to do things, and then I gradually file it back into wherever it needs to go. Right at the back I've got my little pocket, which is also acting as my page lifter, and I love that, and that's very appropriate for work. And then a little pocket at the back with my personal business cards and this cute Kiki K card as well. My actual business cards for work, I think I've got a couple in here. Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to put some real business cards in here as well. But I'll probably just pop those in behind this calendar. I think just in that pocket. I don't use them all that often. Anyway, so if that's okay. And then right at the back, my notebook in case I want extra paper, and my pretty rainbow pen, but again I'll switch that out for something else later when I decide what I want to use. So that's a basic setup for now. Super excited to get back into personal size and also to get back into this Thrive Pink Lavender. I just love this planner so much, as I'm sure you know, and I'm loving this pop of colour with the rainbow watercolour dividers as well. Like I said, super happy with that. So there she is, my beautiful, well, I didn't use the there she is, did I? This one here. Yeah, so that's my little personal size Thrive Pink Lavender planner, which I adore with a passion. Can't wait for Monday to take this to work. But tomorrow I will set it up for May and for the week of May 4th, because that's the week that is happening next week, funnily enough. Yeah, so you'll see me again very, very soon. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. It's crazy old times that we're in at the moment, and I know for me YouTube is my saving grace. I watch every day, catch up with all the people that I have followed for many years, and some of them I'm friends with, which is very nice as well. So I get to bring them into my living room every couple of days and see what they're up to. So if you're interested in who some of my favourite YouTubers are, let me know. I can make a little post about that. But yes, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate you guys so much. I have a puppy sitting there looking at me now, waiting for me to take her for a walk because it's 5:30. Yes, I just said walk. It's 5:30 and it's getting dark and she knows it's time. So I will say thanks again, and I'll see you all again super soon. Thanks guys. Bye.